Have you ever heard the saying, happiness is an inside job? Well, now more than ever, that's true. If you're waiting for something outside of yourself to make you happy, or if you're waiting for things to be perfect, if the people in your life need to treat you a certain way, if the circumstances around you need to be a certain way, if you need a certain amount of money, if everything has to be perfect and predictable and whatnot, happiness will be an ever elusive thing. However, the way I see it is happiness is cultivated inside me like a garden. And the seeds that I plant are will either grow the fruit that I want, so the happiness, the joy, the engagement, the health, the wealth in my relationships, all of that, or they'll be weeds. They'll be thorny and useless and maybe ugly, not what I want. So find the things that make you happy. This morning I decided my exercise was going to be dance. So I put on my headphones and found some wonderful music to dance to and just let myself dance and warm up to some slower music and then start dancing in bigger movements and let my body just do what it wanted to do and open and stretch. And I found myself wanting to go outside. So I went outside in the cool grass and felt the sunshine on my face and heard the birds singing and saw the beautiful trees around, and all the while dancing and taking it all in and loving on it. And it's like the happiness built and built and built, and the joy built, and my gratitude for life and my body and just being alive was brilliant. And so when I'm thinking about what makes me happy, there are a few things that are key. Movement is one of them. We're taught to be still, to pay attention, to not fiddle around, to be in one place for a long period of time, but bodies are meant to move. Our bodies are designed to move and flow, and when we're in one position for a long period of time, especially stressed, sort of like starts to look like this, or maybe we're depressed or disengaged and it ends up looking like this. And what happens is the tissues in the body get stuck, and then they start to hurt. And eventually they start to not function. So maybe you can't raise your arm, or when you turn your neck it hurts, or your low back hurts, or you have so much pain you can't move. All of that, from what I can see, unless it's an impact injury, it's because of a lack of movement and blood flow. So when you move your body, you generate all this blood flow, the ligaments and tendons get to stretch and open, and you get to feel more joyful, wonderful. So movement is key. Of course, nutrition and hydration is key as well. If you eat a whole lot of sugary stuff or processed foods, things that your cells have a hard time processing or using, you're going to feel sluggish. If you don't have enough water, you're going to feel sluggish. And so those are important. And relationships. We are social beings. That's how we're designed. So you're learning to develop wonderful relationships, learning to ask for what you need, learning to set good boundaries, learning to engage with people, be creative and ask people for things, or invite people to things, or be receptive to people instead of thinking you have to make me happy. How can you help them, and sort of like have this flow between you and generate love and find the weeds in your relationship garden, plucking them out, plant the seeds that you want, do things together that bring you joy, that you're interested in, work towards a goal, a purpose. Like purpose is another big thing for happiness. We need to have something that we can work toward. I got real depressed when my purpose, which was massage therapy, was disallowed. As many of you I'm sure experience right now, your job is you had to stop, until I was able to find a new purpose to follow, and then the happiness, the joy came back. So what is your purpose? What is something you can help other people do, or develop, or even if your purpose is self-growth for right now, or to explore and learn your body, whatever it is. Maybe it is you invent something wonderful. Maybe you grow your garden and that's your purpose. That's awesome. Or you play with your children if you have children, or your pets. Wonderful. Whatever it is, have a purpose. I would recommend watching a documentary called Happy. It's pretty short, it's about an hour, and it shows the lives of people who are happy throughout their lives, no matter their condition. Fascinating documentary. So find your joy. It's there. Don't let the COVID-19 drag you down. We'll make it through this.